Hello children, today we are going to do a new lesson and the name of the lesson is Abdul in the Garden. Children, when you are hungry, what do? You tell your mother to prepare something for you or you eat fruits. Now, from where do we get these fruits and vegetables? We get it from a garden. So, let's see what Abdul and his Abu are doing in the garden. It was a holiday. Abdul was helping his Abu in the garden. Abu was clearing the dry leaves and grass from the vegetable beds. Abdul started to pull out the grass from one of the beds. He found that it was not easy to pull out even the small grass. His hands became red by the effort. In trying to pull out grass, Abdul knocked down a stick that was supporting the pea plant. The delicate stem of the pea plant broke. Abu said, "Why are you pulling the grass? The roots of the grass are strong. You will have to dig them out." Abdul carefully dug out the plant. He then saw that the roots of the grass plant were much longer and much more spread out than the part of the plant above the ground. Apu remembered that he had to send some radish mulli home. He started to pull the radish out of the soil. Abdul wondered whether these were also roots. Only a few radish were pulled when there was suddenly a strong wind and rain. Both of them picked up the radish and ran. They had just reached home when a branch of the neem tree in the courtyard broke and fell. In fact, Abu was lucky to have missed by only a few inches. Despite the strong wind, the tree remained firm on the ground. They both sat down to have tea with Ammi. Abu said to Abdul, "The plants were getting dry. Now that it has rained, we will not have to water the plants. We can now sit and play Ludo." Ludo is a game. Now, when Abdul pulled out the plant or the grass from the ground, what did he find? He saw there were roots. Now, this is the part of the plant. Now, what is this? Flower. Stem, we have a leaf, and here are the roots. Now, roots are under the ground. And what does a plant need to grow? It needs sunlight, soil, and water. Now, a plant again is divided into two parts. That is the shoot and the root. Now, the shoot is the part of the plant that is above the ground. Okay, the above the ground, that is the stem, the fruit, the flower and the leaf. These are above the ground and they are called the shoot. And the root system is below the ground. And what is the main thing of this root? It absorbs water and mineral. And what does the stem do? It supports the plant. Leaf, it performs photosynthesis and the flower helps it to reproduce. Now, the root. Where does the root grow? The root grows under the ground. Now, why is this root very important for the plant? Because the root fixes the plant to the soil. Now, there are two types of roots. One is the tap root and one is fibrous roots. Now, this is the picture of a tap root and this is the picture of a fibrous root. Now, what is a tap root? A tap root is the main root of the plant that grows straight down and gives off smaller side roots. Now, have you seen this? This is the tap root and here are the small roots that are coming out from that main root. This is the main root, that is the tap root. Okay. Now, which are the plants that have such type of roots? The fir tree, radish, oak, beetroot, turnip, carrot, etc. These are the plants that have tap roots. Now, fibrous roots. Now, fibrous roots have many small roots that grow out in many directions from the base of the stem. Now, here, this is the picture of the fibrous root. It is directly coming from the stem. See, have you seen? It is here. It is from the stem, from the base of the stem. And which plants have this? Plants such as wheat, rice, grass, corns, coconuts, etc. have fibrous roots. Now, there are some more trees. Here are some more trees with tap roots. Mango tree, then neem tree, roses, bushes, and lemon tree also have tap roots. Now, plants need water, minerals from the soil. So, root take this and send them up to the leaves and stem. Now, what is the main function of the root? Root takes the water and the minerals from the soil and sends it up to the leaves and stem. Roots of some plants such as carrot, radish, beetroot store the food prepared by the plants. Now they store this inside only. And some plants, what does the root do? It sends water and mineral to the stem, and that is how the plant grows. Some roots like carrot, radish, turnip store food in them and are eaten. Now, plants are very important to us. We cannot survive without plants, and that is why we have to take good care of plants. We should water them regularly. But there are some plants like the cactus which require less water. Some trees like the banyan tree have aerial or supporting roots. Now, what is this? Aerial here. These are the roots that are coming out from the stem and they are hanging down from the branches of the tree. So, these are called the aerial or the supporting roots. Some trees get uprooted if the tree is old or the wind speed is very high. Have you all seen when it rains very heavily or when there is wind in the rainy season, some trees get uprooted. Why do they get uprooted? Either if they are old or the wind is in a high speed. There are two kinds of things, living and non-living things. Now what are living things? What are living things? Living things are things that have life, and non-living things are things that do not have life in them. Children, do you know which are the living things? What are living things? Living things are things which have life in them. Now we humans and animals are called living things. Even plants are called living things. Now why are plants called living things? Because they grow like humans and animals. They can reproduce. They are sensitive. They respond, and they even die sometimes. That is why they are called living things. Now, non-living things, as I said, are things that don't have life in them. Now, these non-living things are again divided into two types. One is natural and the other one is man-made. Now, which are the natural things that are non-living? The moon, clouds, and river are things that don't have life in them. Which are the man-made non-living things? They are the chairs, ball, table, house. There are many more things which are man-made non-living things. Children, do you know our body parts like the hair, nails keep on growing throughout one's life. Even if you cut them, they grow. But we humans grow only in height up to a particular age. See the nails. Whenever you cut them, they grow. Then again you cut them. Your hair. Even if you cut them, after some days you have to go for another haircut because they keep on growing and they grow throughout a lifetime. Only our height stops at a certain age. Some become tall, some are little bit short. So, at a particular age, our height stops. Now, in this lesson, what did we learn? We learned the different parts of the plants are root, stem, leaf, flowers, birds and fruits. We saw that plants need soil, water, air and sunlight to grow. The parts of the plant which is above the soil is known as shoot, and the part of the plant that grows under the soil is known as the root. We saw that there are two types of root, taproot and fibrous roots. It's the main root of the plant that grows straight down and gives off smaller side roots. Example: fir tree, radish, carrot, beetroot plant, etc. Fibrous roots have many small roots that grow out in many directions from the base of the stem. Which are the plants? The wheat plant, rice, grass, coconut, etc. Now we have seen that human beings, animals and plants cannot survive without trees. So it is our duty to preserve trees and our beautiful nature. We also learned about living and non-living things. We also saw that the parts of our body like the hair and the nail keep going throughout one's life. We also saw that human beings only grow in height up to a particular age. Thank you.